Dog Day Afternoon. The true story, August 22nd, 1972, a humid Brooklyn afternoon. Two men walk into the Chase Manhattan Bank at 450 Avenue P in Gravesend, expecting a quick grab and escape. By nightfall, the street outside turns into a circus of cops, cameras, and hundreds of onlookers watching a live hostage standoff unfold in real time. John Sonny Wojtowicz, 27, an Army veteran and former bank teller, planned the robbery with 18-year-old Salvatore Naturile and another man, Robert Westernberg, who bolted almost immediately after they entered. Sonny's motive wasn't greed, it was personal. He said he wanted money to help his partner, Elizabeth Eden, then known as Ernest Aaron, pay for gender-affirming surgery. What began as a clumsy plan born on desperation quickly spun into chaos. They expected to find between $150,000 and $200,000 from a recent cash delivery, but the armored truck had already collected most of the money earlier that day. What was left inside the bank was only a fraction of what they expected, just a few tens of thousands at best. Realizing they were short, the men grabbed what they could and tried to leave, but sirens were already closing in. 8 bank employees were taken hostage as police surrounded the building. Within an hour, news crews flooded the street, cameras rolled, and the crowd outside swelled into the hundreds. Sonny, sweating and jittery, began performing for the press, ordering pizzas, tipping the delivery guy, shouting to the crowd, and even referencing Attica to rally sympathy. He demanded food, a getaway vehicle, and Elizabeth Eden be brought to talk to him. Police brought her to a nearby location during the standoff, but she never spoke directly with Sonny. The hours stretched into night as negotiations continued and the world watched. Despite the tension, the hostages weren't harmed. They talked with the robbers, joked occasionally, and sensed that Sonny and Sal were in over their heads. Police and FBI negotiators kept contact steady, buying time and setting up a plan to end it without a bloodbath. After about 14 hours, the FBI arranged a deal. Sonny, Sal, and 2 hostages would be driven to JFK Airport for a supposed flight out. The FBI replaced the getaway driver with an undercover agent and prepared an ambush on a quiet stretch of tarmac. When the van stopped near a waiting jet, the undercover driver flicked on the interior light, the preset signal. FBI agent James Murphy fired a single shot, killing Salvatore Naturile instantly. The hostages were pulled to safety. Sonny, stunned, surrendered without resistance. The day-long siege was over in an instant. John Wojtowicz was convicted of bank robbery and sentenced to 20 years, serving about 5 before parole. He later lived quietly in New York and died of cancer in 2006. Sal Naturile's death was the only one that day. Elizabeth Eden died in 1987 from AIDS-related pneumonia. John Wojtowicz married Carmen Bifocal in 1967, and the couple had 2 children together before separating in 1969, though they remained legally married during the 1972 bank robbery. After the incident, Carmen and the children visited him in prison. The robbery, driven by love, confusion, and desperation, became one of the strangest and most human crime stories in American history, a day when real life, tragedy, and television collided, and the line between sympathy and spectacle vanished.